The following audio recording has been designed for learning purposes only. Do not share, distribute, or provide any type of copies, or this audio lesson will not be made available to you. Good luck with today's lesson.
Happy Wednesday, people. How are we?
Good.
Good? Hopefully we all read our scripts?
Yep.
Okay, we're about to find out. Because I'm going to give you, so you'll need a pen or a pencil, something to write with. I'm going to give you a little sheet of paper, and then I'm going to give you some instructions, so hang tight. This will be my, oh, I've got to get my bucket.
Bucket from monsieur and perhaps a hose.
I did not catch that. What was that?
A bucket from monsieur and perhaps a hose.
What does that mean?
It's from Monty Python's Mr. Crusoe.
Oh, I might have given you an extra one. Just one. You just need one. Yeah, one little sheet. I've carefully, it's very important. You're welcome. Oh, Taja's got yours. All right, and then Sherman, did I? Yeah, I got one. Do we need, okay, so we're good? All right, so what I want to do, so I gave you guys 5 different scripts. So let me see here. All right, so I'm going to call on somebody to give me a quick summary, just to kind of make sure we're all paying attention here. So, Miss Chelsea, dun dun dun, you were up. Tell us, you read the scripts, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the one that was called Ding Dong Ditch?
Yes, it's about someone it's about a person.
Hit and run.
What?
Wait for it. Go ahead. Please tell us, Chelsea.
That a guy was relaxing in his home, and then someone came ring the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
Ring.
Uh-huh.
And then it turned out to be someone who wanted to kill him.
Aha. Okay, good. Nice job. All right. Ding Dong Ditch. I'm just going to put Ding Dong because that's funny enough. All right. Let's see. So the other script I gave you guys was Life is Strange. Millen, tell us about that one.
It was about this business guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he walks past this homeless man, and the homeless man just wanted some money from the businessman, and he give it to him.
The businessman did not give it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
The homeless man was like, we're not, like, we're kind of alike. And the business guy was like, we're not. And then a year later, the homeless guy ends up becoming a businessman.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So we've seen that, right, in several movies already. That kind of play out, right? Nice. Okay. Yeah, trading places. That's kind of a theme, right? I mean, we're all human. We're all alike. We're not as different as we think we are. That type of thing. So it's a nice story. All right. So The Wish was another one, or The Wish, I should say. Where am I? Okay. So Khalil, tell us about Wish. What? Shame. Okay. Aman, tell us about Wish. Oh boy, we're not doing what I asked you to do. Abdul, tell us about Wish.
Isn't it about this guy who who's basically sitting on a computer and he's trying to crunch the numbers, and then eventually he like kind of fails, or like just stuff's going wrong, and like this guy who he's working with is kind of saying like, oh, it's no big deal, and it's like it is, and then kind of flips out, and then the other guy leaves, and then he kind of like finds this slip, and he said, or the slip, and like he writes down, I wish I had a Ferrari, for example, and then he pulls out keys to a Ferrari out of his bag, and then he keeps writing down wishes, and then eventually.
Okay, nice. Yes, that's exactly it. So it was about, just as Abdul said, so that's perfect. Again, I wanted you guys to read them all so that you guys could vote with purpose today, not just randomly, okay? So Trust Me Cook, there's another one. So Taja, tell us about Trust Me Cook. Remember that one?
That one was like about an older guy and 5-year-old girl, and like
I see your face.
I know. And like they were at a restaurant and the guy like watching them,
Mm-hmm.
and like like he was like out and far away. He took the girl up, he went to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and it turned out that he wasn't like really a relative, but her mom was really ill and took her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the guy ended up like using her to like maybe human trafficking kind of.
Okay, yeah. Wasn't so obvious, but you could kind of get there. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. So, and then we have last one is Trust Me. Let me find who I'm gonna.
There was one called Yes Dear.
Oh, sorry. Yes, dear. Tell us about that since you spoke
So
first.
basically, a man kills his abusive wife in her sleep.
In her sleep?
Yes.
right off from the very beginning, or how does it? Can you give us a little bit more?
Starts off with
Like that's a.
he gets home and his wife is really mean to him. That he basically just throughout the whole story, he's just saying yes dear, yes dear, yes dear, and they're in bed. And then he goes yes dear. He takes the pillow and slugs it,
So
and puts it in the trash, and the trash can, trash truck takes her away.
takes her away. Okay, yes, that's exactly it. So a little bit more context there. So yeah, I mean that's maybe in some relationships, right? We're always one-sided, and so that one's a heavy-sided relationship in that way. So perfect. Okay, for those of you, if I called on you and you did not read them, next time, read them. This summary was for you as well, because if you didn't read them, then you kind of have a small indication of what to vote for. So I want you to do, yes.
So so we're using these to vote.
Yes, I'm just about to get there. So in that little sheet of paper that I gave you, I want you to write number 1, 2, and 3, and give me your number 1 choice that you'd like to see produced of the 5 that I've given you, and the 5 we just discussed. Number 2, and then number 3, and then we'll find out shortly. I have to print something that I forgot to print, and I got to get my little bucket. Yeah, Chelsea.
How do you know what number it is?
So, oh no, you write 1, 2, 3, and you have to write down which one is your first pick, which one is your second pick, and which one is your third. So write down either Trust Me Cook, Wish, Yes Dear, Life is Strange, or Ding Dong.
Oh.
Okay?
The 3 picks?
The 3 picks. The number 1 is your top one, number 2 is second, and number 3 is your third pick.
Okay.
Of these 5.
My name?
No names. It doesn't need it. I'm gonna give you guys a little. I got to get the pumpkin.
No names?
No names. No. Just 1, 2, 3, and then the information. And then I have to go get my pumpkin and print something out. Here. It's like we're at church. No. Go ahead, pass it down. Give me the money. No? Okay. Maybe you guys don't go to church. That's all right. Top 3. Yeah. Corey, did we able to export? I was just going to get to that too. Khalil, did you have your student number popped up? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, money. You got Abdul's too? Okay, thank you. All right. So for those, some of you were able to export, and I'll tally these in a second, and we'll continue on. But some of you guys were able to export out of Avid last class on Monday. Some of you were not. If you can, start that up today, see if you can do that. I think, Corey, you moved to station. Maybe that would be beneficial, although... Oh, you're going to swap? I'm just curious to see if that's the station, maybe that one station didn't want to export, because it never exported. Yes, sir?
If we have our hard drives with us, should we save our videos?
I would, yeah. You can grab the entire piece. I would log into your student number and then make sure you grab your entire project folder. That'll bring the Avid files, but then more importantly too, you'd have all your asset files, right? All the files that you recorded while you were doing it. So we'll probably look at those on Monday, but I want to make sure everyone gets to the submit folder and then exports that. So get to exporting that while I'm kind of digging through and finding out, because it'll take me a minute to put all these in. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. All right. It's going to be a moment here. So we got 1 for this one. Life is Strange is 1. And 3 is Wish. All right, so if you guys can see, what I'm doing is doing red, green, and blue. Red for the first pick, green for the second pick, and purple for the third. All right? And somebody switched it up on me. All right. First pick, green is Ding Dong. No, wait. Oh, they messed it up on me. Hold on a minute. Life is Strange was this one. All right, 1 here. Green. What did I mess up already? Ding Dong was green. And then purple was the third one. Trust Me Cook. All right. So it's going to take me a minute. So while you guys are doing that, I'm doing this. You guys are hopefully logging into your student number and seeing if you can finish up and export out your dialogue sequence so that way you can put it on the submit folder. If you have some difficulty today, let me know so that I can make sure I have that ready to go. All right, number 1 here. 2, Life is Strange. And 3 Wish. All right. Uh-oh, Ding Dong's making it. 2, yes, David. 3. Recount if we need to. Trusting, good, trusting. Yes, David. The 3rd one. Okay. Life is Strange. Was it a question? Oh, I thought I heard somebody saying, Yosi. Wish. Oh, I think Ding Dong's making a comeback. All right. Got a lot of people in here. Life is Strange. Ding Dong. Up here, so there's no cheating, no sabotage. So it looks like Ding Dong has 5, 6, 7. Life is Strange has 5, 6. And then the next one looks like Yes Dear. So it looks like 1, 2, and 3. Winner, winner. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we'll move forward. So you guys are hopefully, how many people were able to successfully export on Monday and have it already turned on to submit? Oh, good. Is that a yes or no? Okay, I wasn't sure. All right, so we just have a handful. Okay, so you guys are hopefully setting that up, and hopefully you have better luck, Corey, on exporting. Is it getting done? Okay, just that one station. I might have to call IT. And so that should be priority. Make sure that you do that. I'm going to continue on, but you should already have that logged in, mounted your student number. Make sure you're in Avid and exporting that and having that process. As we know, it can take long. Corey, I think you took a nice little nap. No, it wasn't your fault. The machine was acting very strangely. So, all right. So, with that, yes, sir.
For these scripts, would you recommend you get storyboarding? Because I'm already thinking of how to get the short storyboard.
Yeah, I'm about to get there. Just hang tight. We're going to start our pre-production today. I'm going to give you guys your groups in a second, but I do want to show you guys, before I give you your groups and before we start talking about what is what, so we'll spend a lot of time doing pre-production today, and maybe scouting out that location that we want to, identifying where we're going to go, taking a couple images maybe, get an idea of what it's like at this moment, because most likely we'll be shooting during class time. So, how many people are there? Khalil, is that a Hail Jesus, or what do we got over there? WTF moment? Okay, not Hail Jesus. Well, I think it's that computer. Honestly. Oh, yay. You guys win the day. I don't know what to tell you. They just shut down completely? Anyone else have that glorious moment? Oh, no, I did not. No control. Wow, that's a bummer. Okay, so, Hail Jesus. It's a good thing. Okay, so we'll get to that, but I want to show you guys a video that I found that I think is actually really nicely done, and hopefully if this thing works, I can pop this up. It's not very long, so hopefully.
That's weird. I can't copy to my group my passport.
You cannot?
Yeah.
It might be. Could it be that? Is it a brand new one, Aaron?
Well, maybe if I go to student.
It might have your preferences might not allow you to do it. So we might have to reset your preferences a bit. Okay. So I want to watch this and then I'll give you guys your. It's only like maybe 10, 12 minutes, something like that. Nothing crazy. Let me close this up a bit so we can see it. And getting us thinking about what we're going to do next, how we're going to get it all set up, and thinking about some things in composition, some basic things, but it's a nice little piece put together to keep us thinking about how what we're using matters, okay? So let me hit play here, and hopefully this goes.
What we film. We will learn how we arrange the subject matter, in which case right now, me, within.
A quick question. What is this series called?
I don't know. That's Philip Bloom. If you look him up, he's great. But I don't know. I think it's just like a hodgepodge of some of his stuff. So what you want to take away from this is that one of the big things he talked about is that at 50 millimeters and at 85, we're at normal eye length. When we're looking at someone, 50 to 85 is sort of that range that we want to stay within so that they look the way we see them in real life, okay? Once we start to switch out our lenses or zoom in too far, if we're on a variable focal length lens, we're going to do some strange things to their face, okay? And this might work if your person, you know, it's a pedophile and, you know, like you want to look at, make him look like this odd weirdo, right? Maybe that will work in that instance, right? So you have to use the framing and how you use the lens and the camera that you're using to help it tell the story that you want to tell. So I thought that was really nicely done. And he talked like a nice little brief recap on some of the shots that we call and that we use, because we're going to be moving on through that. So, all right, here we go. Let me go through and hang tight. I just have a few, so I'm going to give you guys this one. And so I broke the class up into 3. So there's less, we'll see how this goes. We're doing a smaller group. So that means, hang tight, there's Tasha, and then Drake. Perfect. And Sherman, I'll give you that one of these. And Millen. Yeah, I'll talk about it in a second. Millen. For you too. Okay, so so what I did is I didn't print out forever, but what I did is I broke us into groups of 3. And those of you who got a sheet of paper, you're either a director or co-director, okay? So what I want you guys to do, so we have 1 and 2. So we're going to stick with these 2 here, Ding Dong and Life is Strange, okay? So what I want you to do, directors and co-directors, I want you to gather your group. One group can stay in here, one group can go in the studio, and then we'll probably have to move another group somewhere else so we don't overlap. But I want you guys to start thinking about, you have a couple choices. So the first choice is gather your group. If you don't know each other, introduce yourselves, right? Figure out by first names who you are and make sure you understand who's who. The next thing you might want to do, maybe not right away, but soon, is interchange some phone numbers, email, whatever you feel comfortable, so that if you need to contact your group in any way, they have a way to contact you, and vice versa, okay? Keep it classy, however. We don't want to abuse that, right? We're in this class, so use it for class purposes, especially if you don't know that person. Just use it for class purposes only, all right? I have some other people listed, okay? Because we have a smaller group, that means that even if you're a director, you might also be running a camera, okay? Even if you're talent, you might also be, if you're not on camera right that moment, maybe you're running the audio. So everyone's going to do dual role. The goal is that no one is sitting there in the corner going, oh, this sucks, I'm going to go on YouTube, right? On their phone, okay? So if you're doing that, shame, because you should be able to help your crew in any way that you can and fill in wherever you can. There are a few people that I list as main editor. So if you're listed as a main editor, then you're going to edit for the group. So you're going to stay true to the script as we sort of manipulate it a bit, right? Like if we would have chose The Wish, like I don't have a Lamborghini, I wish I did. I wish that thing would work, because then I would also write, I wish I had a Lamborghini, hold on. So we'll have to manipulate the script a bit to work within our boundaries of shooting at the school, okay? If you are listed as producer, the goal for you is that you are keeping me up to date on what is happening in your group. Once we get to shooting, I'm going to look to you to either send me an update and say, we shot these scenes today, we shot this was good, this was not so good, we've got to redo this. You've got to keep me in the loop day to day as we go. You'll also need to find out, as you get into your smaller groups, who has a camera. If you have, it happens sometimes where the group members have the same exact camera, same lens. If that happens and you guys would rather use your own equipment, go for it. If you have 2 separate cameras, we know, and if you don't know, I'm telling you now, your lenses will look different. The colors that one camera captures and the way it captures will be a bit different than the other. So it might be more of a headache to do 2 separate cameras with 2 different lenses, because our colors will be different, our visuals will look differently. We'll have to do a lot of editing and color correcting to make sure they look the same. So in that case, if you guys find out that no one has a camera or there's not 2 to use, then you can use my cameras, okay? And then I want to have at least 2 cameras running for every shot. So you have some options, you have some angles, you've got things going on, okay? What else? There was a question. Drake, you still have a question, or did I answer?
Do we all have to make a final edit?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so one person is listed as the main editor. That person will be responsible to keep it consistent with the script as you guys manipulate it a bit, right? Removing Lamborghini, removing $1 billion, whatever.
Are you saying like a script editor then?
No. So like when you guys get in a group, you're going to talk about, first introduce yourselves if you don't know who each other are. Get each other's phone number, email, whatever feels more interesting to contact each other if you need to. Then find out camera equipment, who's got what. See if you guys have the same cameras, then you guys could use the cameras that you have. If not, identify, hey, you need to grab some of my cameras, so I'll have those ready for you when we get ready to shoot. The next thing you want to do is figure out, okay, how are we going to manipulate the script? Hopefully everyone in your group read it. If not, they're going to need to read it. And then you guys are going to use the rest of today to figure out, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to tackle this? And yes, director, co-director, I want you guys to work together. It's a union, okay? So it should be an ebb and flow. Hopefully you can bounce ideas off each other and help each other out, but your group is your group. So if someone else, just have open ears, open eyes too, Khalil. If someone has a suggestion, hear them out, okay? Have everyone get a little voice so that they can feel comfortable participating and being a part of this group, okay? What else? So Drake, you said, so main editor will edit based on the script as you guys change it. So that one was a Lamborghini. Obviously, we don't have a Lamborghini. So we'd have to change it a bit to adjust for school. Once you guys change it and everyone agrees on the change, then the main editor will follow through and make sure that it edits exactly like the script was done, okay? The other people in the group will still edit. I want you guys to still edit. To be continued on Avid, right? If we have a lot of struggle bus, but we have a ways before we get to editing. So everyone else will edit their own version, but the other people will have an option to sort of switch things up a bit with the footage that you guys recorded, okay? So everyone gets a chance to edit some more and continue their skills in editing, because I think many of you will get a job, right, in editing or just showing that you can edit. So that's a skill that you want to definitely reinforce and make sure that you understand how to do it at any level, whether it's Avid, Final Cut.
Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas.
Yeah. I never seen Sony Vegas listed as a skill, or iMovie, right? But so it's sort of.
I heard that Sony Vegas is very popular. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't either. Corey, you love Sony?
No.
Oh, yay. All right. Okay, you converted. Okay, so there will be questions. This is normal. What I want you guys to do is so one group stay here, and then another group can go in the studio, and maybe another group, I don't know, we might have to kick the other group to maybe the S lobby or somewhere, not too quiet, but not, maybe, the S lobby in the front. You know how there's like a couple chairs there? You guys could do some powwow, start thinking about what it is. So the next thing, before you disperse, 1 and 2, I will do this. I'm switching this up. When you get into your group, you guys can decide of either Ding Dong or Life is Strange, which one as a group you'd rather do, okay? So each group might pick one or two. Does that make sense? So either Ding Dong or Life is Strange as your possibility, okay? And we can be very democratic about it, right? The majority rules here, so whomever wants to work on that, that's the idea for that, okay? Questions off the bat? No? Joe, question? No? All right. So I will want you guys to do some definitely a shot list, but once we get situated, I'm going to go to each group, see how you guys are doing, find out which one you picked, either 1 or 2, right? Ding Dong or Life is Strange. And then I'll make copies for everyone to read through. What I suggest is after you do the initial introductions, talk to each other, pass emails or phone number, whatever, find out equipment, then figure out, hey, which script do you guys want to do? Ding Dong or Life is Strange? Then I'll come around and make sure I make copies for everyone and everyone can have a copy of the script, okay? Someone else who isn't on camera or behind the camera, they should also be paying attention and supervising the script, making sure you guys are true to the script as you manipulated it in this moment, okay? There's a lot going on, but it's going to be fun. Yeah? Okay. So, questions off the bat? Crickets? Khalil's still sleeping? Give him an elbow, Aman. All right, just a soft one. Okay, so so one group can stay in here, another group can go in the studio, another group can go into S lobby, not too far, just so I'll meet with your group in a moment. I'll give you guys a few minutes to introduce each other, know each other's names and numbers, and then find out about equipment, and then find out either 1 or 2, Life is Strange or Ding Dong. I know I switched to different ones, but okay? Yes? Okay, go.
Good luck with today's lesson.